Money, money, money falling from the sky. Dream nating lahat yan. But that's all that it is, isang panaginip. Back to reality, guys. For this episode, we're talking about money. Pera, mula, cha-ching, datong, or whatever you want to call it. Because let's be real, lahat tayo may relationship with money. And I hope this quick check-in will help us shift our perspectives about saving and spending. It's time to lighten our hearts and spark our souls. Ako si Jody. Tara, let's try to live light. Money makes the world go round. Money is the root of all evil. Money is a terrible master but an excellent servant. Ilan lang yan sa mga kasabihan tungkol sa pera. I'm sure kayo rin may iba pang narinig or kinalakihang quotes about money. Kung gusto nyo, please share nyo yan sa comment section below para mabasa rin ng iba. But let me share with you my primary personal belief about money. It is a tool, isang gamit, an instrument to do what we need or want to do. Klaro sa akin na habang mahalaga at kailangan natin ang pera, it's not the end or the goal. I use money but I don't let money use me. Hindi pwede na parang ako yung kukontrolin ng pera. Yan yung isa sa mga pinaka-importanteng bagay na tinatak talaga sa isip ko at an early age when I started to earn my own money. Lahat tayo, I believe, hindi nagsimulang aware and empowered pagdating sa paghahawak ng pera. Kaya we asked a financial expert to tell us the common unhealthy money habits ng mga Pilipino.
Unang maling habits ng mga Pilipino, number one is reckless spending para lang magpa-impress sa ibang tao. Karamihan kasi sa mga Pilipino, ang definition nila ng mayaman is someone na maganda ang sasakyan, maganda ang bahay, maganda yung gadgets, maganda ang suot. So ang thinking nila kaagad is dapat meron ako niyan. So hindi nila naiintindihan yung process kung paano nagkaroon ng mayaman ng ganong klaseng status bago sila dumating doon. Pangalawa is lack of emergency fund o yung kahandaan sa mga panahon ng sakuna at hindi inaasahan. At naramdaman natin yan nung panahon ng pandemya. Binulaga tayong lahat na, hala, biglaan pala ito yung mga ganitong pangyayari. And maraming mga Pilipino ang hindi handa sa mga ganong pagkakataon. We have to have at least 3 to 6 months of our monthly expenses. So you have to compute, let's say 10,000 monthly ang aking budget. So kung 3 to 6 months ito, dapat may 30,000 ako for 3 months or 60,000 for the next 6 months na in the event na mawalan ako ng trabaho, magkaroon ng emergency, ito ang gagamitin ko at hindi yun nilalagay sa ATM. So kung nasa ATM, okay lang naman din pero iwanan sa bahay or else pag biglang nag-declare ng sale ang mall, emergency yan. At pangatlo is yung kakulangan ng kahandaan sa pangmatagalan. Long-term vision kumbaga. Tandaan mo, hindi ka habang buhay magtatrabaho, magre-retire ka. Ang anak mo mag-aaral. So question, may mga naitabi ka na ba sa mga bagay na ito? Magkano ang itinatabi mo monthly para nang sa ganon in the future, handa ka dito?
I've had my fair share of boo-boos when it comes to spending money. Pero lahat ng yun, naniniwala ako, yun yung nag-mold sa current relationship ko with money. Let me share with you 5 healthy money tips. Don't spend money you still haven't earned. Taas ang kamay ng mga gumastos na ng pera kahit hindi nyo pa nakukuha ang sweldo nyo. Guilty rin ako dito. Common temptation ito ng maraming credit card owners. Kabilang na ako. Tandaan, ang credit limit ay hindi cash. So, gamitin mo lang yung credit card mo when you know that, number one, you can pay for it once your bill arrives. Now, kung ramdam mong kulang ang kinikita mo, pero may kailangan kang paggastusan, dito ka na mag-e-explore ng ibang possible income streams or pagkakakitaan. Budget wisely and track your spending. Madalas na tanong, paano nga ba magbabudget? Here's the trick. Ilista mo lahat ng mga gastos ninyo. Kumbaga kung saan napupunta yung pera ninyo, let's say monthly. Kasi when you see it on paper or on screen, it's easier to identify your spending habits at kung saan napupunta yung money mo. Dito nyo masisimulang mag-prioritize kung ano ba talaga yung mga gagastusin ninyo, diba? Do you need more money para sa kunyari pagkain, sa renta, sa pang-commute? Kahit papaano, mas magiging klaro sa'yo yung budget allocation mo monthly. You get to decide properly once you know how your money flows. Control your spending by identifying your needs and wants. As honestly and as objectively as you can, i-assess mo kung essential ba o kailangan ba talaga yung paggagastusan mo. O baka naman talagang luho lang at pwede mo nang ipagpaliban muna. Think twice, thrice, or even more times before you let money out. Trust me, it's the wise thing to do. Kasi madalas pagkatapos mong pag-isipan yung gagastusan mo, ang ending, hindi mo naman talaga kailangan o gusto. Sometimes, nangyayari na yung mga bagay na dahil parang ang bilis nilang bilhin, nagiging basura na lang siya sa bahay natin. When it comes to lending money, only give what you can afford to lose. I learned this the hard way. Kung pwedeng hindi ka umutang o magpautang, then don't do it. Kung gusto mo talagang makatulong sa mga nangangailangan mong, let's say, kapamilya, kaibigan, o katrabaho, it's better to just give. Magbigay ka nung kung ano yung bukal sa loob mo at kaya mong ibigay kesa magpahiram o magpautang ka at hindi ka na mababayaran. Set boundaries in lending money. Huwag kang magpa-pressure. And always remember na bawat sentimo na ipinapahiram mo ay pinagpaguran at pinaghirapan mo. Protect your wealth. Explore insurance, investments, or other means to secure or even grow your money. Pero ang advice ko sa inyo, bago nyo to gawin, make sure na wala kayong pending na bayarin o bills kasi sometimes may tendency yan na talagang nagpapatong-patong. But for more insights about this, let's listen once again to our financial expert.
For me, ang ma-manage ng ating pera o kaperahan ay may kinalaman sa apat na bagay. Una, number one, making money. Paggawa ng pera. Pangalawa is growing your money. Pangatlo is protecting your money. And pang-apat is distributing your money. So dapat umiikot sa apat na bagay na ito ang pagmamanage natin ng ating pera. At may kinalaman dyan yung number one, protecting your money. Kung kumikita ka ngayon ng 30,000 every month, ask yourself, meron na bang lumapit sa iyo na nagsabi na, sige lang, mag-YOLO-YOLO ka lang, then something happened to you, ako ang sagot sa family mo. Unfortunately, even ang magulang natin, mga kapatid natin, hindi kayang ipangako yon. So what you can do is, ikaw, habang magandang kita mo ngayon, magtabi ka ng konting kinikita mo, kumuha ka ng insurance so that something happened to you, yung insurance mong yun ang magiging bagong form ng income ng family mo. Pangalawa is making sure na your money will grow. Hindi lang ito basta sinisave. Ang tandaan natin, the reason kung bakit mo gustong palaguin ng pera is para talunin ang inflation. Kung ang inflation natin ay naglalaro sa 3 to 4%, dapat ang pera mo ay lumalago more than that. Or else, pagdating ng araw, baka wala ng silbi yung perang yan. Baka ultimo bigas ay hindi na makabili yan. So grow your money. Humanap ng mga bagay na naiintindihan. Hindi lang basta't maganda ang kita. Intindihin ano yung mga bagay na kaya kong pasukin na iintindihan ko. Magsimula, number one, you can look at mutual fund. Napaka-basic ng mutual fund. All you need to do is to open an account, then the fund manager will grow it for you. Now, kung medyo advanced na ang kaalaman, try mo rin na mag-stock market. And aside from stock market, kung merong kang time, try mo rin mag-create ng other passive income. Maybe you can start your own business. And then later on, pag napalago mo ang pera mo, intindihin mo rin paano mo iiwanan ang perang ito sa susunod mong generation. So this time, distributing your money. Paano mo gustong iwanan ang mundong ito? Ano ang legasiyang iiwan mo sa family mo?
I just want to remind you guys, money is a means to an end, but it should not be the end-all and be-all in life. It can give us freedom to do what we want, and that freedom is indeed one of the best blessings na matatanggap natin sa buhay natin. Spend and save wisely. The philosophy that we have about money reflects the relationship we have with it. I always have to constantly remind myself that it is a tool, a provision, a blessing. I have to take good care of what's entrusted to me. Lagi ko rin nire-remind ang sarili ko na hindi ko siya master and I shouldn't let it control me. Sometimes, need talaga ng ibang perspective about it for us to have a healthy relationship with it. Friends, I'd like to know kung ano ang mga healthy money tips ninyo. What do you practice when it comes to saving and spending? I-share nyo lahat yan sa comment section. Kindly like and share this episode and subscribe to the JSM channel. Remember, when life feels heavy, it's time to lighten the load. Let go of your worries and let the light in. Ako si Jody and let's live light. See you on the next video.